What is up, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today we're doing a brand new live stream. Today we're going to be doing a Power and Revolution today, and we are going to be playing as the Kyrgyz Republic, otherwise known as Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is a former Soviet republic and gained its independence back during the fall of the Soviet Union, and along with all of Central Asia, basically they are among one of the poorest of the former Soviet republics, and what we are going to be trying to do today is we're going to be playing maybe a couple of years with them, and we're going to try to see how much we can improve their situation. I want to give a big shout out to Bayrelli Productions. I wonder if I skewered that. He became a representative member yesterday, and I really appreciate his support here. So I very much am excited. Hopefully I can finally come back into the fold after a little bit of an absence, especially in the live stream realm. It's been like months since I last live streamed, and I live streamed some Flight Simulator yesterday, and I know this one's going to perform a little bit better because it is Power and Revolution. So country I can't pronounce normally. Kyrgyzstan. That's pretty much how you say it. That's at least how I've pronounced it and how I'm familiar with saying it. If you watch someone named Geography Now, he actually is able to help you pronounce a lot of things. I watched a lot of him whenever I was in middle school. way back in the day. And by way back in the day, I'm meaning like 2013. It feels weird that I'm pretty much old enough to remember whenever Geography Now was in his way earlier days. But if you're wondering how to say it, it is Kyrgyzstan. What is your plan for this country? We are going to reduce the deficit from the 1.26. We're going to increase our revenue. We're going to invest more into our education a little bit if we can, but mostly we're going to try to keep our debt down while increasing our revenue, and then using that money to increase mostly our defense, our transport, our education, and our healthcare. Mostly education or defense is going to be on the back burner, but we do want to focus on especially transportation. So let's go over to taxation, do the population growth. Yeah, and then we can focus on what I actually wanted to do is possibly open up our immigration system, because I believe, no, we're actually not like Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is actually very strict whenever it comes to immigration, but I don't think that's represented in the game, because basically Turkmenistan is like the North Korea of Central Asia. Okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to do anything with the military? Probably not. We could increase our career soldiers. I could definitely see us having about 75,000 troops. If we have the money, I think that we can definitely throw some money in there, especially recruiting more soldiers. We'd have to buy more weapons, however. I always like, anytime I play a game, I really do like to come in and then just say like, hey, let's order like 200,000 weapons. That way we can, usually, because if you go over here and you don't have enough, basically what you can do is that you can only mobilize this amount. So I'm at 10,000. I can only mobilize maybe another 12 or 13,000 people, 21,000. I can only mobilize however many that I can based off of the amount of equipment that I have. Can you imagine a Kyrgyz satellite? Yeah, maybe like 20 years of development and I can get a satellite, but we could also boost relations, maybe move a little bit closer. We could go for Russia, like a free trade agreement with Russia. Ukraine definitely is not on our side. We are very much... Oh, okay. I heard the tornado sirens going off outside, and I was just like, there's no possible way there's a tornado warning right now. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm good. Okay. Yeah, I heard the tornado siren going off outside, and I was sitting there listening to it for a second. I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding. Because I live in North Texas, and basically, if you guys know anything about what's been going on in Texas, there's been so much rain, so much tornadoes, and there's just been a lot of weather, a lot of severe weather over here in North Texas. So definitely kind of spooked me. But they're doing a test right now. They always do the tests on the first Wednesday of the month. So good. That's not the case right now. Okay, where was I? Because I got distracted by the tornado sirens. That thing is still going off. Okay, so highway tolls. Okay, yeah, now it's done. Look at that, I can get $5,000 off of my highway tolls. Let's do the company turnover, 900,000. 400,000. How big is my budget? Budget $2.61 billion. I mean, we could get that up to like $10 billion or something like that. Most of my money comes from the value-added tax, the income tax, the wealth tax, the inheritance tax, and the employee social security tax, employer social security tax. Actually, let's check illegal employment. Let's check that right now. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to step away. Alright. I saw your post about the 2024 edition. I know they released a poster for the 2023 edition. You think they're going to tease a poster? They always do. Okay, sorry. It's gonna be the last interruption that I have. It's a lot of times why I don't like the live stream anymore. I get interrupted so much that I just it's really hard. That's one reason why I've been having a lot of trouble, like even focusing on YouTube. It's just a lot of stuff happens. Am I presidential republic? Government republic, yeah. Okay, so I'm just the president, so... No, I'm a prime minister, so I have a parliamentary system. Dissolve parliament, determinate powers, head of state, nomination, universal suffrage. I have a prime minister, but I'm elected by universal suffrage. Government, politics in Kyrgyzstan. It takes place in the framework of presidential system, representative republic, presidential system, representative democratic republic, where the president is head of state and the chairman of the cabinet of ministers is head of government. Executive power is exercised by the government. Legislative power is vested by both the government and the parliament. Unlike its authoritarian neighbors, Kyrgyzstan has had a more pluralistic political system since the collapse of the Soviet Union. They have swung between authoritarian and democratic forms of government. Three authoritarian presidents have been ousted from office since 2005 due to popular protests. 2017 Kyrgyz presidential elections, and they had one in 2021. Oh, this guy won by a landslide. His name is Sadir Japarov. And they have another one in 2027. The election were called early following the resignation of Suronbay Jeenbekov in the wake of the 2020 protests, otherwise known as the October events or the Third Kyrgyz Revolution. I think I remember that. Change term limit for head of states. Let's just go to 8 years. A mix of parliamentary and presidential. Interesting. There's work to be done. Okay. Let's go strong. Will there be a 2024 edition? Yes, I have not heard anything yet. So not a very stable government in this country then. It's like stable, but it's like not too stable. The worst they've really had, I think, in the last so many years would be they had clashes last 2 years ago in 2022. They had a military confrontation with Tajikistan. And basically both of them kind of blamed each other and then kind of like let it go. But then, yeah, in 2020, there was like a popular revolution. I'm surprised no one really was just like, it's a color revolution. It's the West coming in and saying that it's the They're trying to topple us. I'm surprised the Russians didn't invade afterward, honestly. 2020 Kyrgyzstani protests. That was alleged electoral fraud in the 2020 parliamentary election, government corruption, government response to the COVID pandemic, arrest and conviction of former President Almazbek Atambayev on corruption charges, which the goals of it were the resignation of the government, the resignation of President Jeenbekov, the dissolution of the newly elected parliament, and new and free and fair elections. New, free, and fair elections is what they wanted. And then resulted in the resignation of Jeenbekov. The former president Atambayev freed from jail, mass looting in Bishkek on October 8th, 2020. A state of emergency was declared in Bishkek. The armed forces of the Kyrgyzstani military were deployed across the capital. Prime Minister Sadir Japarov became the acting president in October 2020, and then became president the next year. And then concessions. Prime Minister Boronov resigned, Parliamentary Speaker Jumabekov resigned, and the electoral results were annulled on October 6th. So let's look at the electricity situation. Surplus. We need... My cat is literally just begging to get on my lap right now. Her name is Dahlia. Onshore wind. I need to import electricity from someone. That way we can suffice on electricity before we start to have issues. So surplus. We need to ask Tajikistan. We need to ask Uzbekistan. Wait. Kazakhstan. So no surplus. No surplus. China has a deficit. So we are gonna do our own, but we're gonna be a little short. We only have 2,000 manpower here. This for 154. I should probably be signing some immigration agreements around, because I very much do not have manpower. Yeah, we're gonna have to go for some onshore wind for $154 million. So in the Osh region, my cat is literally sitting like on my lap, facing the computer, just watching me stream. Can you ask a big country to build an SMR? Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Let's see what this does to me. Yikes. How much would an SMR be? Well, I mean, I would have to... I feel like to build a couple of SMRs, I would have to ask the IMF or the WB for some loans. Oh yeah, there's a lot of untapped potential here. Oh. There's a cap on internet access? Yeah, and I can, so we go over here to finance. So our biggest trades would be potatoes, tradable, trade. So we can sell potatoes, cereals, building, housing, and roadway. We can sell some gold. We can sell some chemicals, milk, beef. So who do we ask? Could we ask like a Western country? Yeah. Let's invite the United States over for a meeting. And I guess we're gonna start some trade relations with them, because if we try to do it with Russia, then I don't think they're gonna be paying as much as we want them to, and we know the United States or the West is gonna be...
The pretext used is that domestic affairs currently take priority.
Okay, alright, so let's go over to sale, let's go over to beef. Gold. Oil, milk, maize. Wood. Sugar, sodas, rice, potatoes. Really? My damn cat is sitting on my keyboard. Trade with our Muslim brothers. Sorry for that. The United States imports coal if you have it. Cereals, oh hell yeah, nearly $1 billion here. Copper, cotton. What does this call? So cereals, $1 billion, 301. So about a $2 billion contract compared to a... We're going to experience a lot of growth off of that, so... What can we cut off? Maybe cereals. Let's cancel this, and then let's just do cotton potatoes. That'll be $1 billion contract, and it won't inflate our growth as much. You should get a bigger police force. What is my crime right now? 2. Compared to the rest of the world, we are 104. Interlocutor, okay, cotton, 192 million and 540 million. That will be about 540, 740 million. We're going to accept that, sign that into law, and that will expire in 2028, so we should have good growth until then. And in the meantime, we could sign some lower level free trade agreements. I think we could go for Azerbaijan at first, maybe even Armenia. Once we have better relations with the United States, we could focus on a free trade agreement with them. Could we go for Russia? Russia, very small amount of growth there. I learned something new. Trading more goods with the country in a single contract is possible. That's always been possible. Freight transportation
The alarming
jam.
situation of freight transport.
Yeah, once we get this growth money, I'm going to invest it into transportation. Okay, we're gonna just play this.
Well done.
Have I privatized pensions? I have not. Okay, 11% growth. Let's go ahead and increase my industrial pollution tax. You've got to get off of my keyboard. Illegal employment. Okay, so let's actually focus on the illegal employment, and then once we actually get that down, that definitely will start to help us in revenue. 16 viewers. Guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. But do leave a like on the video. Really helps me out.
In a press release, the terrorist
How to get the majority of the EU Parliament to vote for me to join the EU? You have to build better relations with all of the EU countries. Dang, what's going on here? Interesting how the Russians are launching an offensive into Kharkiv and they can not press that far into Kharkiv. Interesting stuff about Russia, that Russia can't really expand a military operation without really struggling. That's what I love. That's what I love about a lot of things. Just where like people are like, oh, the US is like full of trans people and blah 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 blah, like we're an embarrassment to the world and we look stupid, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, so long as that trans person knows how to drop a damn JDAM, like it doesn't matter. Like, we have the most powerful military in the world. Like we curb stomped the fourth largest military in 1991 just because they invaded a tiny little country. So like, I don't know. It's ridiculous, just the state of a lot of the politics right now.
The prepper. All right.
megabytes. Just kind of letting time pass right now. What tax impacts unemployment rate the most? Yeah, I would say like the corporate tax. The corporate tax, the industrial pollution tax, and the financial transaction tax. Those ones are going to have the most control over your growth, which in turn will have control over your what do you call it? Will have control over your unemployment. We literally have no funding here. How's your internet access? Let's actually check. 60% are internet users. 10 TV stations. Average internet speed is 15 megabytes a second. Mobile telephone 100%. 4G internet 89%. Broadband 80%. 5G. Available manpower 380. Gabe Vogel in the chat. Let's go. What's up, Gabe? It's been a long time since seeing you on stream. Kyrgyzstan about to become Eurasia's internet capital. Yeah, I know, we're finally going to be able to compete with the Chinese. Thoughts on the UK general election? Labour 100%. I have really good relations with Japan. Decline in performance. What's my energy at? Deficit. We're just still at a 0. So we had 6 months to get these up, and we are at 84 days. So we just have to continue to play. So we have 1 terawatt coming in and 1 terawatt coming in. Let's also look into an investment from another country in order to build an SMR. An SMR is a small modular reactor, which is a very small scale nuclear reactor. Basically, we would have to just ask the Russians to see if they would like to send me something. Third generation. I could ask one of them for $3 billion, $5 billion with interest, but that's extremely expensive. It's a matter of how badly conservatives will lose. With Farage on reform, they will be pulverized. Yeah, it looks like that, because the last poll I just saw earlier today before I got on, it said that reform was actually about to overtake the conservatives. Who has a nuclear reactor, a small modular reactor? Do I still have to wait for that? Or should I just go, like, bite the bullet and go for a third generation nuclear reactor? I feel like I would have to get, like, a huge surplus, because my... Yeah, like, that would literally, like, put our GDP deficit, GDP debt ratio, that would put it literally, I think, at 100%. We would effectively double our deficit. So I have a $500,000 deficit right now. Well, my structural deficit is negative 2.14. If you ever play this game, and I talk about this a lot, I need to make a dedicated, like, video short or something to it. Don't pay attention to this. Whenever you're doing anything, you're paying attention to this too much. Budget deficit, yes, it's an important number. The structural deficit is what you need to pay attention to. If this is negative, then you are effectively paying off your debt. If this is negative, you are making money. So I can run a deficit while still making payments on my debt. How about a hydro plant while you wait for the SMR? I don't have enough manpower. Does the Chinese have them? No. I really hope they're gonna fix this unemployment bug in the next one. China tends to get it roughly August or September. Okay, so we just have to continue to wait and just hope that these wind farms will keep us going until at least Russia, the United States, or China discovers an SMR. And then once we get an SMR, they need maybe like 2 or 3 of them. And then that should keep us going until we can domestically start to build our own nuclear power plants. Oh, I had 1,000 illegal immigrants at the beginning of the game, and I have 0. All of them left. Grumpy's gave me a B credit rating at the very beginning of the game, and then now they just downgraded me to a C. So my credit rating is not good right now. What legislation can I impose in order to have the minimum amount of illegal immigrants? Basically, build as many deportation centers as you can. Detention centers. Basically, what these do is that they have 140 spaces, so it kind of depends on how many illegal immigrants you have. The more people that you have coming in, the more you will have to build. So if you're playing as the United States, I had about 5,000 before I had an effective amount of reduction to illegal immigration. But, I mean, you could build, like, hundreds of these things. I have a game going on as Australia right now, and basically I started off with about 100,000 illegal immigrants in Australia. That number has jumped to about 500 or 600,000 illegal immigrants in Australia because of whatever reason. I mean, there's, like, a crap ton of them coming in from India and China, and it's just, like, almost uncontrollable. I have about 300 detention centers, and keep in mind they're 140 each, so you have to calculate it the same way that you calculate, what is it, because there's something that you calculate for, research centers. So if you know how you go over to research center, you get a message every so often where basically these guys are like, hey, like, we're too cramped, we need more research centers. But you're like, how many can I build? Because then if you overbuild on your research centers, then they're going to start complaining again and saying, hey, we don't have enough people. We need to hire more people because we're like running at like half capacity right now. So what I do is that I run a little math calculation. So 107 people in a laboratory of 30 researchers, go ahead and do this. So you do 107 times 30. That's 3,210 researchers. So then you look at this, 3,159. So I'm about 100 less than my actual capacity. And it's the same thing with these detention centers. So you go over here and there's 140. If I had 50,000 illegal immigrants, for example, clear that out, 140 times... So 500 detention centers, let's say 450, actually, no, 400. About 400 detention centers would be able to get all of the illegal immigrants, process them, and then deport them or send them back into the country. So it's all a matter of math calculations for that. So if you were trying to reduce the amount of illegal immigrants, then the detention center is going to be the best way to go about it. You have abandoned the Ethiopia series PG. I have not. I am waiting for an announcement on the 2024 edition. Your office is sufficient. Yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot afford anything right now. I am waiting on the 2024 edition announcement before I make anything, because I don't want to get halfway into the Ethiopia series and then all of a sudden they drop the 2020 and 2024 edition, and then I'm like, stuck in the middle of it, and then I lose all of the progress and I don't have an updated game. So I'm going to wait for a Ethiopia series for the 2024 edition, and that gives me time to research as deep as of the I went pretty deep on the research for the Mexico series, and honestly, the Mexico series was the like magnum opus of my series on Power and Revolution. Honestly, that was the best series that I have ever been able to do. They will drop it in December or January. I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure they're going to release it in the next like 2 months. So I need to build 1285 with Serbia, possibly. It kind of depends on how many illegal immigrants you have. Just make a short playthrough. Yeah, I can do a short playthrough as a smaller country. Kind of like have some sufficing content before the 2024 edition. One that you'll finish in 2 to 3 months. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Perspective analysis.
You were elected.
That's not a message I like to get from my military commander. You were elected to give me hugs and kisses whenever I go to sleep. Had a Serbia playthrough for an in-game year. It's a nice country full of potential. Yeah, and then I'm going to touch on the hilarious topic about diplomatic relations between Serbia and Kosovo, and that I'm kind of a little bit, I'm pretty much a supporter of Kosovoan independence. So, I mean, yeah, it's time. You know what? I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing YouTube for 13 years now, and it's time for some controversy. So let's go ahead and do Serbia. We're going to do a small little series as Serbia, and I'm either going to say we're going to leave Kosovo alone, or I'm going to piss off a lot of people by invading Kosovo. So never mind that there's like 80,000 US troops inside of Kosovo, but I don't know. Get a nuclear, we'll like sneak out a nuclear weapon from Russia, do a little nuclear weapons program, and just bomb the living hell out of Pristana. Play as Kosovo with a young lad named after Bill Clinton. God, did any of y'all see the new Call of Duty trailer? Oh my god, I've never been excited for a Call of Duty. Even my girlfriend was just like, you don't look like someone that plays Call of Duty. And I'm like, I know. Like, that Call of Duty one, like, I showed that to my dad, too. And he's like, is that Bill Clinton? And I'm like, yeah. And then he saw George H.W. Bush, and he's just like, oh, my God. Whenever I play as Serbia, I always take Kosovo, and no one does anything. Even the NATO troops that are stationed there. Bill Klintovic. Oh, I love you. Criminal response. Ah, why are you so high? I always like to get criminal responsibility at least down into the teens, because you're smart enough to know that you're doing something wrong. age of consent, we could maybe get that up to 17. Usually what I aim for, especially whenever it's like someone from like this, like a country from like this, which honestly, whenever I saw this, I was just like, okay, they have to be avoiding some like controversy or something like that. Like they're not gonna like allow you to do it. And whenever you were able to do it like this, I was like, ooh, oh my god. But whenever it's like this, I don't know, like 9, 10, 11, I'm like, okay, my goal is usually to get it up to at least 16, because in the United States, the minimum in places like South Carolina, a couple other states, it is 16. And in Texas, it is 17. And then I think federally it's 18. So usually the sweet spot is at least more or less, this is really weird to like say out loud, the best place to get it to, whenever it's like 9, usually get it all the way up to like 16 to 18. Yeah, I know someone's putting them laugh emojis in there. Someone's gonna clip me saying all of that, and I'm done for. Oh, what is my prison population? So, okay, 60%, so we're good. Specific criminalization, ban, legalize the death penalty, join the ICC, total independence of the justice, the weird reform, yes. The most uncomfortable thing to talk about as a content creator. The Discord mod law. you got some Discord mods that get a hold of this game and are immediately like, okay, they put it down to like 13. Authorized prostitution legal. What's your plan here for the economy in the country? So the plan for the economy is mainly to get us in a position to where like we're energy sufficient. We're okay. But like it's gonna be a minute because we're dealing with an electricity deficit. We started off with a 0 terawatt bonus. Temporary electricity restriction. We're struggling to meet the current demand. Have temporarily reduced the voltage we provide users by 5%. Most of the day, the appliances will continue to function, but they will still reduce their performance. We should think about increasing our supply of electricity. So let's go back. I think the biggest crisis that we're trying to focus on right now is going to be our electricity. We need Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, China, deficit. Yep, they're having issues. Import electricity ASAP. Yeah, you think? Basically, the idea is that we're just trying to stabilize the economy. because we don't necessarily have a stable economy, especially in terms of electricity production. I mean, I could. I'm gonna save it real quick, and I'm gonna import a nuclear reactor from Russia, and we're gonna see what that does to our economy.
The bill.
Your country has decided to lower the minimum age of criminal responsibility. This age that was selected is much too high in our opinion. Your nation has demonstrated laxity and is encouraging criminal behavior among youth capable of knowing right from wrong in their actions.
Your commitment to defending.
You know what I'm gonna do? I never really do this. We're gonna start an affair on our wife. Athletes, artists. Let's do pop singer, diva. Where's she at? Artists, intellectuals, family and friends, athletes. Artists, prima donna, pop idol singer. Just the way I just casually said that, huh? Just like, yeah, we're gonna start on a fair, I guess. I need to like do like a little personal drama in the Ethiopia series where it's just like a lot of corruption. It's kind of like I'm like making the country better, but then I'm also like a real piece of crap in the background. Athletes. Can we start with the tennis player, even though she's kind of ugly? Loyalty, interest, start an extramarital relate. Nope, she does not. She's very much ready to start an extramarital relationship, but she is not attracted to me at all. Let's just start cheating on my wife with like 8 people.
Sure. Huh, that's not... You're not... That's real... Yes. You know you've made me wait a lot, my big bunny.
Ugh.
Of course, my big bunny rabbit. What do you think I'm doing here?
Ugh.
Okay, if it makes you happy.
Alright, now let's see if I can have like a whole like harem going on.
No thanks. I'd be happy. Thanks. I'm... Yeah.
Boo! So I guess they have to have a way higher, like, attraction level. I tried appointing family members, but the game won't let you. Why not? That's stupid. I want nepotism. Alright, let's just start finding as many women to start, like, banging as I can. Wonder if I can... International actress. I wouldn't think that I can do anything with her. Attracted. Just, yes. Yes. The literal, like, international actress from France, of all people, is very much attracted to the president or the prime minister of Kyrgyzstan, the literal no-name country in the middle of Central Asia that anyone you can ask in real life, go to your family member and ask them if they know what Kyrgyzstan is. And they're going to tell you they have no idea. But this woman does, and she loves, and she absolutely wants... Wait, what?
The star is extremely sorry and regrets this, but a last-minute primetime slot disturbs everyone's schedules.
Boo! Ecologist guy from an environment tab. He starts hunger strikes despite him liking me with the extra green face. And it more than halves my approval rating despite me having almost nullified CO2 emissions. Well, you should have done more.
Your country.
My credit rating is literally changing more. My entire family loves Kyrgyzstan. Well, she's European. Ha ha ha. Political, isn't it? Bro, I am like starving right now. Who wants to order me some food right now? I'll take donations. Speaking of, you guys actually do want to support the channel, super chatting and other types of donations do help me out. I need to do like one of those like buy me a coffee things. Because YouTube takes like 40% of the cut. But if you guys do want to become a member of the channel, the membership is the best possible way to support me. It's just a small monthly fee. Revolts against... Alright, we're gonna save this. We have a 1% surplus. Any advice on increasing the water supply network? Subsidize. Subsidize. It said this game is plagued with bugs. It's really not. A lot of you guys say that the game is full of ads, but honestly, it's not. Not to me. I mean, I've been playing this game for so many years, and you guys... I have plenty of live streams late on this. And it's just... I just don't find them. Okay. Let's try it. See what happens here. Y'all are gonna flip out whenever you see what happens whenever I do this. Y'all are like, where are you going that low? Watch. I like how the Ukrainians are receiving weapons from someone. Ah! If I could close my airspace to like civilian flights from certain countries, that'd be so cool. Oh my god.
You have negotiated a splendid contract.
Okay, let's see what that does to our deficit. Let's go to the next Monday and we'll see the financial update. If that really doesn't do anything, that's like hilariously good. But I'm pretty sure it's going to have a huge effect on our economy. Okay, Monday's here. Nothing yet. Wait, where's the power plant? Yeah, we're gonna nationalize the sector. LOL, Russia helping anyone? Yeah, right? Where did this nuclear power plant go? Bruh. I'm so confused.
Perspective.
Yeah, I think it's just bugged. I like how I said something earlier where I was just like, yeah, there's no bugs in this. And now we're facing a bug. Let's try from the United States. Oh, Jesus Christ. Purchase. Crap. That worked before. I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep that going, and then delivery date 7/29/2024. So maybe it doesn't show it until it's built. So maybe we can just suffice until... I'm gonna laugh my ass off if I play this entire time and this nuclear power plant does not show up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do this one last time. We're gonna suppress the contract. There's a delivery date on it. This is gonna suck if I have to do this. I'm gonna play until July of next year. We're gonna build like 2 or 3 more wind plants. Those will be done in 180 days. What we're gonna do... We could actually nationalize real quick. No, they actually show it while it's building. I remember. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like... I mean, could I just like throw a shoot ton of research into matter sciences? Get my own? That's going to be done in 2024. Let's ask the Russians. Well, what about the Chinese? Do you have an SMR? No. Okay, so let's just ask for a 3rd generation nuclear power plant. We're gonna build it right here. They rejected it. Okay. Russia. Try again. Let's go down here. 3rd generation. Go over... let's... No, too mountainy. We're gonna build it next to Nareen. Bruh. What did I even do?
We are currently under...
The damn Pakistanis got us. Okay, so that nuclear power plant will be finished in August 2024. PG clicked on the suspicious email. You're gonna laugh whenever I have I need to send you the little script that I have for the elections tutorial because I have a whole reference to that.
Everything.
The reason you're hearing me get really quiet right now, usually whenever I'm trying to focus, I get really quiet. It's really funny because it's a lot of people are just like, hey, are you still there? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm still here. I'm just extremely focused right now. Wind, solar, and yeah, I'm gonna nationalize solar just in case I decide to go down the solar route, which I highly doubt. We do not have uranium, so we would have to import it from Kazakhstan, which I am planning to do as soon as we have this meeting. Public finances, what did he do?
Given that it
If I had a nickel for every time that I heard, is there any news on this? You know, I never noticed that Uzbekistan had high-speed rail lines. Is that real? Are there any Central Asians here in the chat? Where y'all at? Leave a like, please, everyone. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Please clap. Please clap. If you guys can clap, please. University report. Infrastructure problems. Lecture halls start to get overcrowded, which means that we need to have a serious investment into education. Kazakhstan, he wants to give me something. He wants to purchase maize from me. We can provide. We can definitely provide. Let's go ahead and ask a better sales price. We're going to ask for $175 million and go ahead and send that over. What we're going to do, we're going to offer champagne, a coffee, create a sales contract. And let's do, well, actually, I want to purchase from him. Let's go ahead and purchase some uranium, and we are going to ask that we buy about 200 tons worth of uranium from him. Actually, let's go ahead and do, let's do 1,000. Let's do 1,000. Sell price about 80. 125, so that was 80. Let's do 87. Let's do 100. 107. Good. $500 million. It's a little more than I was thinking, but widespread protests in Uzbekistan. When are we going to start putting troops on the border with Tajikistan? We have some nationalizations going through, so that way we can actually get some more money off of the growing wind sector. People are like, why don't you spend more time doing the military? And I'm just like, I gotta stabilize the country first.
Yes, I know. It's very... Of course.
Oh, thank God. Actually, I just realized if the Chinese got it, they're not gonna sell it to me. So we're kinda out of luck. Kinda out of luck on that. I have a question, what's up?
Respect.
Do AI countries build military or increase military capabilities? Defense budget. Say soldiers. Seems like everyone kind of reduces their military capabilities. I don't know. I don't really have an answer to that. I think I've seen... Because, like, Ukraine, after they get beat the hell up, usually I see them kind of, like, rebuilding their military, but I think it kind of depends on their budget. Which, as the United States, usually I give them, like, a huge, like, I give them, like, $30 to $60 billion of foreign aid. So, I think I've seen them rebuild, but it's not going to be something that takes, like, you know, a couple of months. So, like, I think usually they're able to kind of, like, rebuild after, like, a decade or something like that. But it's not something that I've paid attention to, actually, so I actually would have to look into it. I wish it would tell you who has what. The hell? Why is it $17 billion? I would lower that to... The hell is COP? Yeah, I think it's bugged. It's very unfortunate because it's very much something that I'm trying to... I was really hedging my bets on to get things going, so I'm gonna have to focus on my own research, and then as soon as I get the technology to become available, then I have to immediately build a nuclear power plant, even though it's gonna take a huge strain on my budget. Maybe. I don't even think I have the manpower to do it. That's the thing. I don't even think I have the manpower available to be able to build such a project. Someone is still sending money and weapons over to Ukraine. And it's good, but it's a lot. I think it's like Indonesia or something. I think usually I've seen Indonesia send a crap ton of stuff over there. $10 million terrorist attack in India. Fun fact. Oh, it's the COP conference. Fun fact, by the way. 10. What do you call it? Dirty bombs exist in Power and Revolution. They actually do. How is there an under the map in the first place? It's like the underworld. The COPE conference, bruh. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. I think I'm gonna cut it off at about 2 hours, so we're gonna get to the end of the year. Whole half percentage point population increase. Actually, I might play some of this like on in the background, trying to kind of like get things a little more stable. Unless you guys want to see a continuation tomorrow, because I do want to stream. What's today's Wednesday? So yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. So I think I'll be able to stream tomorrow. Do you guys want to see continuation of Kyrgyzstan, or do you guys want to see something else? That is the funniest picture I have ever seen.
The preparation.
Provide personnel as well. We deploy to ground bases within the country and under control of command. We cancel at any time. The ground troops will then leave in quick and orderly manner. This contract must be honored for its entire cost, regardless of... The contract must be honored for its entire cost, regardless of group losses. If this group loses all of its units, the contract will be terminated. I'm gonna go get some lunch after this because I am starving. Just build a wall with China. limit or encourage immigration. Permissive policy can fulfill a significant need for positions to be filled in certain essential professions, and or because of an aging population. Immigration is also a factor in growth because immigrants will work and consume in that country. Illegal immigration, often by those wishing to earn a living, can then lead to insecurity. The system of quotas sets a precise number of illegal immigrants who can come to work in this country, which is economic, and so does not apply to family unification or requests for asylum and humanitarian reasons. These quotas allow authorities to favor those with higher qualification, but on the other hand, leads to illegal immigration. I mean, I can be very selective and sign some of those immigration agreements, but immigration, we're just going to do some little control. We need to get the IR, the independents, to side with us on this. Tajikistan, no visas. Everyone around us, we're just gonna let them in. Except you, Turkmenistan. We don't want you. Family unification, just solely. We're not really worried about... just solely under certain conditions. Every country in the world employs just sanguineous. That is, granting of citizenship according nationality of the parents. Depending on the country, it can also be acquired from the simple fact of being born into territory. This is called just soli. Just soli can be conditional, for example, on a number of years of residence or a good knowledge of the language. Finally, regulating just soli alters the count of immigrants in the country and impacts illegal immigrants who wish to benefit from this right. So before the end of the year, we're going to go ahead and just do a whole reform. Unification, I'm not going to touch. Maybe we can even restrict it a little bit in the future. Yeah, that's it. We're going to go to the end of the year. We're going to see what all the numbers are, and then we're going to go to the implementation of these new immigration laws, see what that does to our immigration numbers, and then maybe tomorrow, whenever we play more, if you guys want to see more of this, we can go ahead and do a I mean, who can we do it with? Uzbekistan. Treaties, immigration. You. They accepted it.
Perspective analysis.
Okay, so I need to look at this real quick because I never actually studied what my immigration statistics are. So, Kyrgyzstan. Total number of immigrants into the country. So we're just gonna, so in 2022, it was 40,000. So we've gone up by about 100. 51.4% are coming in through the return of nationals, which is including students at the end of their studies abroad. Illegal immigration, 10%. Students and interns, 10%. Family, 10%. Work, 5%. We need to increase our work. That's what I really want to do, is I want to increase the amount of people that are coming in for work. Sorry, I accidentally hit my mic. Others, 4%. So immigrants, 30% are leaving illegally. Legally, people are leaving 47%. About half of them are leaving. 17% is the return of foreign students. Unsolicited return of legal immigrants to their own country. Retirement, end of work contract, fleeing from conflict. Or then voluntary return, incentive for foreigners in a country illegally to return to their home country. And then immigration flow is from Russia. 16,000 people are coming in. Ukraine is our number 2. Kazakhstan is our number 3. Belarus number 4. Uzbekistan number 5. Maybe we can like start importing people from Afghanistan. Let's open up our visa program to Ukraine and Belarus. Pretty sure Ukrainians have bigger problems than worry about going to Kyrgyzstan. Also, my deficit is 6%.
The budget deficit is in alert.
Violent confrontations are breaking out in the heart of downtown. Conflicts arose just after the reading of the verdict, sentencing the far-right pamphlet writer, whose writings have been deemed to incite racial discrimination.
What is that increasing my deficit? What? What's up, Legendary?
The rebel.
Okay, where did all these deficit come from? Oh. It was the immigration agreement. It was nearly $1 billion. I like how I sign these things and I'm just like, where's this coming from? Where's this coming from? And I'm like, oh. cancel it for a whole month. The economy grew at 8%.
Here are the
I have an idea of what we're gonna do. It's the very beginning of the year, so usually this is a good idea. At least according to my economic advisor, Gabe. Gabe, if this fails, then I'm gonna hit you. Ah! The amounts are too high. You cannot expect everything from the IMF. Then I can't submit another request to you for like a year.
With this new legislation, you will make your mark on immigration.
The vote was...
We're gonna ask the World Bank for a $1.5 billion loan. Really? Well, I'm out of options in terms of trying to reduce my loans or access loans. I guess let's try a $1.2 billion loan from the IMF, and I have a feeling that they're gonna... Why do you want a meeting whenever you literally cyber attacked me like a year ago? I have a feeling they're going to be like, well, you already asked, and you can't ask for like 6 months. Yeah. Already made a request not long ago. You must wait at least 3 months between requests. Okay, now I can cancel that immigration agreement. That was fun. I really cannot afford that much. You should play Kazakhstan because they are #1 exporter of potassium and all other countries have inferior potassium. Interesting. Unfortunately, we don't have potassium as a sector in Power and Revolution. So I don't understand what kind of reference that is. Unless it is a reference. It is a reference. Maybe it is a reference. Maybe I'm just stupid. I'm just kidding. I know what it is. And actually, whenever I first read that, before you deleted it the first time, I actually like read it and I was just like, Power and Revolution doesn't have potassium. What are you talking about? And I was just like, and then the song kind of like came up in my head and I'm like, oh, you idiot. Kazakhstan, oh, greatest country in the world. All other countries are run by little girls. Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan. Something, something, something. I remember back like in like the mid 2010s, there was a thing in Kazakhstan was competing in some like international competition. I can't remember what it was. Very low budget international competition. No one really heard about it. I think it was like something about gymnastics. And basically Kazakhstan won, and whenever they were playing the national anthem, they literally played the national anthem of Kazakhstan from Borat instead of the actual Kazakhstani or the actual Kazakh national anthem. So I am done here. Let's go ahead and save this for today. I saw a post on Steam community saying if you want to stop being bagged, do not max out any sliders. I don't understand very well. I would have to look into it. I don't really know what that's talking about. I think it's talking about like basically whenever you max out all of your stuff. I can't yeah, I remember seeing it now and I cannot remember what it meant. So I would have to look into it. Would you guys want to see the continuation of the Kyrgyzstan, the Kyrgyz Republic tomorrow? Do you guys want to see that, or do you guys want to see something else tomorrow? Or I can just meet you in the middle and just play some more Flight Simulator. But yeah, I will. Okay. Yep. I will see you guys tomorrow then. We'll go ahead and continue this, and I'm actually interested because I do want to get some sort of loan from the IMF. But yeah, guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it on the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.